on, turn around, up. Right, get up. Come on. Okay, get up. Come on. Go ahead. Cut. There's a little bit of a mission getting them in the shed. They didn't really want to go in. Fair enough, they haven't been fed this morning and it was a pretty hard frost, so it's pretty much thawed now. The sun's got onto it, but there's just a few areas in the shade that haven't got to it yet. But why are we bringing the cows to the shed anyway? Well, we're going to run them up just one side in the shed here, and we're just going to go through them, make sure they haven't got any mastitis, although they're looking pretty good. So I made a list last night. The ones in the blue, they are the early calving cows. So what I effectively did, there's 252 cows, so I just made 2 herds that are roughly the same size. So from the 4th, they will be in the late mob, the 4th of August, and then everything from the 3rd through or back to the 17th of July when they start calving will be in one. So that just means that we only have 2 calving mobs at a time. There's 3 mobs on farm, so there's the heifers and then the 2 cow mobs. But out of that, only 2 of them are calving at once, which just makes it a little bit easier. We did it last year and it worked pretty good. So what I'm going to do now is just go through, get their tag numbers and look on the sheet. So the first one's 279. No, she's late. So the late ones are going to go into this paddock and we'll just hold them here, and then the earlies will go back down the race and back over to where the paddock is. What's the second cow? That's 252, she hasn't got a tag. 252, she's late too. Straight. 77, she's early. Oh, hold on. 126. Hold on you. 126. 126, you're late. Right, you can go like that. 210. 25, 321. Just the first 2. 321. 298. Yep, let it go. 66. Late. 59. Early.
Get some calls made.
Yeah.
Unless there's some in your shed.
What?
293.
293 early. Well, that's the first herd done. Pretty easy. It does take a little bit of time, but it's worth it. So they'll just, or you can see some of them have gone back to the paddock. They're not on fresh grass. We haven't shifted them yet. Now I'm going to go and bring the mob up from the bottom. We're going to do them and then they can go onto their new breaks. I'm going to shut this. Shut that, and I'm going to have to bring them out there and into here because it's not the greatest thing having a gateway down here when I need to get them through there. Hopefully, I think they'll just come out here, wait there. I'll shut this and then they should follow me up there. That's the plan anyway. So they are doing what I thought. They'll go down there, hit the end. Go ahead. Dad's to come down, he's going to take a cut or take half of them up, try and get them into the shed, and I'll bring the other half in behind them. Looks a bit brown, but the grass will come back. Oh, hey girl, you're not stopping for a pet this morning. Hungry. Go on, Ed, come on. Push up you go. I did shut that gate there, so if they all did turn around, they can only go back there and we'll start again. But hopefully we don't need to. Way easier.
Yeah, well, older cows.
Yeah, older cows.
Wonder.
So now we just do the same thing with this mob. There's a few more cows in here, so it might take a little bit longer, but it won't be too bad. Helps when they're lined up like this. But we'll see you when we're done. And we're done, so that's good. All the late calving cows are in there. Well, they're not that late, they're just the 4th of August onwards. And now I need to go and move, or these ones can go back to the paddock and move them. Here they come. Just between the herds we shut that gate there so the others couldn't come back and come up to the shed, just be a bit of a nuisance. So there will be a little bit of fighting when I merge the mobs together. Not like hard fighting, but it'll just be a little bit of bunting around until they establish their pecking order again, because cows are like chickens, they have got a pecking order, and there's definitely a few dominant females in the herd. There is a little bit of fighting going on, not too much though. It'll stop pretty quick. See down there, those cows they're just rubbing heads. Once I put them on some new grass, they'll be too interested in eating than to fight. But here we go, like that. So you're just getting dominance. Now that they've got a bit of tucker, they'll be alright. You can sort their differences out a little bit later on. There's not too much fighting going on now that they're eating. Heads down. Time to get these cows out now and put them onto some grass. They've had it good because they've had a bite in there, plus they'll get another break, so definitely had it good today. Go on in. So it's good to get that job done. I wanted to do it now because Dad's going away this weekend for a couple of weeks. So I wanted to get it done before he gets back, because he sort of gets back just before we start calving, and I don't want to be rushed. I hate being rushed. So I'll just give you a little bit of a background. But the first year when I came back home, which was 3 years ago, we calved all the cows in one mob. So 260 or 270, and it was a bit difficult because when it's wet they make more of a mess. And also you've got to look through more cows when they're calving to find the ones that have calved. The second year we changed it and we split them in half, but both those herds were calving, so that made it a little bit more time consuming too. And then last year I wanted to, well, it was my idea, but we got our cows pregnancy scanned and date scanned at the same time, obviously, and that enabled us to split the herds again evenly. But we had all the cows that were calving at the start in one and all the cows that were calving later on in another, like we did today. And that worked absolutely awesome, because it meant that the 3 herds on farm, because the heifers are always stay in their own herd, but we had 3 herds on farm and only 2 are calving at one time, so that's perfect. The date scanning worked awesome too, because in the later mob no cows actually calved before we joined them up with the others. So in the first mob they calved down to we've got about 15 or 10 cows left, and then we put them in here, so we've only ever got 2 mobs calving. And in the later mob, nothing calved before we joined them up, so that worked awesome. With farming there's so many different ways you can do it, you know, everyone does it a little bit differently, but I think I've sort of tweaked it and this is the best method for us, or that works for us. So if I can pick up anything in the future, or I hear something and I like it, maybe I can tweak it, but yeah, this is just what I do, and I find it works the best. They made a little bit more of a mess than I would have liked. It's actually a little bit black in there. It will be right though. I'll bring you back in about a week, or say we'll come back in a week, and then we'll come back in 2 weeks and see what it looks like. It will recover. But on the plus side, we didn't find any cows with mastitis. We were looking, as Dad was walking through the shed out the back, he was having a look, and that's awesome. That's a real good sign. Back at the calf shed now. I am getting the wood chips delivered today. They're coming at 3 o'clock. So I need to cut the string off these gates, pull them out of the way, and just clean all these hoses up. These posts get laid down here so it stops the wood chip from spilling out the front, sort of just holds it back. They all have them, they're all like that, but I just had to get that out of the way for now. But there's a good space here now ready for all the chip. I'll just dump it in here. I need to bring the tractor up, get a bucket load of sand or two and just put it in this gateway because he has got stuck in there before. There's rocks under here or slabs under here somewhere that get a bit slippery. Truck's arrived. Hopefully he gets in here alright. That's not good. As you can see, it's pretty stuck, so I've just come down to get a chain and we're going to pull them in with a tractor.
That's right.
Our tractor wouldn't pull it, so we had to call in the big gear. Easy as. So I've changed the plan. I'm going to go around the front since the door's open. We just couldn't get him in there, it was just too wet and sticky. Hopefully he gets in here alright. I have got a plan C, but I don't really want to go there. Oh, that's not too bad. That's good, it's all in. It would have been better around the other side, but I can still work with it here. Plus I might fill the other shed up. There's another calf shed down home, so I might top it up with whatever's left, because I'd say there's going to be a fair bit left here. And this is just ex-field day stuff, so stuff they use on the ground for people to walk on the sites and exhibitions. It's good stuff, I've used it before. It's 30 bucks a cube for this stuff too, so it's a little bit pricey, but it's good stuff. There is sawdust which we could have got, which is like right next door where that big feed pad is over there. There's big sawdust pits there that finches have, but we don't like using it on the concrete because it packs down too much. Whereas this stuff sort of drains too. The sort of weeds can get out and get on to that channel and drain away, so that's why we sort of prefer this. But thanks for watching guys, we'll see you next time.